if it burns, it's a bigger problem.
They can't expand it more than 25%.
If it's built, if it's more than 50%.
So can we change that? I mean,
Huh?
can we change that?
That's pretty well written in the non-conforming rule. But, what do you think?
Prime example on land is where right up there where they took that Mr. Blue Jeans down. You know, there next to Chicken Express. You know, now they're using a parking lot, the Jiu-Jitsu dude owns the land.
He's
Okay.
piled up for years.
I know, but that all of those businesses could probably be doing 3 or 4 times the amount of money they had someplace to park. And he's letting them park there, but that may not last forever. That's another example of how you could get more honed in, you know.
And there is quite a, you know, a lot of people don't realize, there is quite a bit of parking behind that is not utilized. And I assume that if parking became a bigger issue, probably some of those people would make their employees park in the back.
No, has anybody suggested that to them?
Not me.
Well, I have talked to
But like
somebody
Reva's, you know,
about it.
Reva's, used to people would park back there and go in the back
The
door.
coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't see,
But also, if nobody's parked out front, they don't think it's any good, or they're not open.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna speak now as a citizen of River Road. I hope it's so crowded that EDC has to rent parking spaces. I hope
Yeah,
we have to drive around looking for a parking place.
I had said that before, the property you're talking about, you know, wouldn't it be nice if EDC needed to invest in a parking garage?
I hope it's like a preacher on Sunday morning said, we don't have any more parking.
Right.
What a problem.
Standing room only.
Okay, I'm done on this topic.
So are we keeping the moratorium on automotive or not?
The moratorium's gone. You mean?
No,
Speak up, Yoli, what were you just
No, I don't
muttering?
think that we should,
You don't think we should what?
on the automotive, just like the car.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's just, like you said.
You don't think we should regulate it, or you do think we should
We
regulate
should,
it? Okay.
yes.
That's what I was trying to get
Oh, yes,
clarified.
we should regulate it.
Brett? I'm a car guy, and I'm saying we should regulate it, so you don't have to think about that. And I don't wanna work on my stuff, I have to take it somewhere sometimes.
Well, I only take my car one place, and it's not in River Oak. Wish it was, but it's not, so.
So is that the only thing you don't want removed?
I
automotive?
wish there was a way with automotive, maybe if you're moving forward, if somebody's moving in to have, we're talking about the pawn shop having screens up. Why can't we make it where the car places have to have a place to store their cars that are staying there for way too long? But
And we've got a habitual violator there, you know.
and I've heard more about that from citizens than probably anything
I
here.
feel like it was cleaned up, and now it's starting to
It was clean for a while.
now it's starting to
Starting to
look
get
bad
back to
again.
where it's.
Mayor, I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell
we have to
PNC,
win
we don't have
there.
anything to do with that, that's a enforcement issue.
That's code enforcement. But if there's not a code against it, that's the problem too, see?
Yeah.
And the double A guy that's trying to sell.
Double A.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be where we are.
He doesn't have as nearly as much like the other one.
Oh, I know, but it was like they were slowly getting better, and now it's kinda like, you know, and I can understand a car sitting there waiting
Yeah.
to get parts, but the ones that are sitting there are not ones that you're looking
Well,
like they're waiting to.
I give you an example though. The night me and Charles had this debate, where the, place right next to the post office is, there was a Ford truck that's undrivable, which is against our code to have something stored out front that's undrivable. It's still there to this day. And I know why, because they probably can't get the parts to repair it.
But this problem has been going on longer than the part shortage.
No, I know that. But that's what I'm saying, do we want to stop
Are you
it now?
good to do everything for the public hearing?
if y'all tell me, besides the cars, I mean, the repair shops, I know that goes. Anything else?
It goes, what do you mean by it goes?
It's gonna go back, it's gonna be in 3, but it won't be in 2.
I think laundromat was the only other one.
You want to restrict laundromats too?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, it's there.
You've got an item for potential action, which I was telling you there shouldn't be any
Okay.
on the workshop, and then, he will need to adjourn, and we can continue it.
You need to adjourn your P and Z
Oh,
meeting
okay.
at 7:26.
Paul, we're doing.
Paul.
Yes, sir.
P and Z stands adjourned at 7:26 p.m.
7:26.
Charles, thank you. Thank you. Nobody disagrees with that. Thank you.
Thank everybody but Charles.
Yes.
He already thanked Charles.
I'm not thinking.
We'll see how you feel when I speak on the next time.
So I marked my thing up so many, we skipped around. Action on the work session, so there is none. So item number 11, consider approval of amendment number 1 to the interlocal funding agreement with Tarrant County under the 2021 transportation bond for street improvements on Barber Road from Roberts Cutoff east to Churchill Road.
Okay, I've been working with Tarrant County on this. What had happened is, we had 2-inch base in there, it needed to be 4-inch base. So we had to, increase the materials, also added, traffic control in there, and by doing that, they wanted to do it as an amendment. Their attorney and the auditor said, no, it's just gonna have to be a brand new ILA. So I talked to the attorney today, he has it before him, I hope he's read through it. That I wanted the council to, adopt the ILA funding agreement as revised by Tarrant County, so we can get it in. I want to get started with Barber Road as soon as possible. But it's also, as a part of that motion, I wanted y'all to repeal the action we took on June the 13th, adopting the original ILA. So if you'll restrict that or repeal that and adopt this one, we're ready to go. Can we do that, Mr. Attorney?
Of course, I think that would be appropriate to do. It's posted for an amendment, and certainly, this proposed action will be to amend the agreement as that was previously provided, through adopting this new revised agreement. Tarrant County's request that your motion include a repeal of the prior agreement. While I would say I don't think it's necessary, I don't have any problem with it. And so if it satisfies their auditor or their financial folks, then I'd say let's do that for their purposes. In review of the agreement tonight, it does include the catchphrase we typically look for with regard to ILA interlocal agreements in number 2 of the whereas is essentially that it would be paid for current revenues, so that box is checked. The only thing I'll point out, I doubt it's an issue, and you, Mike, can speak to this. There's a paragraph on page 3, the top of page 3, under fiscal funding acknowledgement. It's a typical language that says, hey, because we're municipal entities or governmental entities, if we don't budget for this, and if we don't appropriate funds for this, then we're not going to pay for it. We don't have any obligations. Very typical language. It only caught my attention because the timing of this goes over the next budget session, right, where both of these entities will be adopting budgets coming up in the coming months, which will fall right in the middle of this construction project. Right now, the agreement says, yeah, we've budgeted and we're gonna cover this. Presumably, there's the possibility that they could amend the budget and then that funding goes away. But I doubt that's an issue. We're at this phase and they're trying to get it executed and move the project forward. Otherwise, I don't see anything from a legal perspective that causes me any concern.
So, Marvin, it would no longer be amendment number 1,
No, it'd no longer be amendment number 1.
I'd make the motion to repeal the